something cool that I've recently taken part in, and something that may be insightful for you. This live stream is all about colour energies, and it's not like a woo-woo thing. Take it with a pinch of salt. It's just supposed to be a bit of fun, but you know me, I like to analyze things, and this is based on a personality test that I've done recently. And I've got some information up here, so I will be looking up here. I do hope you don't mind that. So basically, I did the Insights Discovery tool recently. And if you don't know what that is, it's like a personality test that you do for like work situations, and then they assess you, and then they tell you your strengths and your weaknesses and things that you can work on and how to communicate with you and from the perspective of other people, but also how I can communicate with other people. And I love this stuff. And to be fair, the one that the insight discovery that I received was very much like me. But there's this really cool thing called the colour energy mix that I really wanted to hone in on today and talk to you about, because it is really interesting. So yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today, and I will interact with you. However, I'm going to try and make this like a live stream where I'm talking about the subject. So you sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, so how does Insights work? So the Insights Discovery tool uses a circle which is divided in the 4 colour energies to describe a personality. So you've got the fiery red, the sunshine yellow, the cool blue, and earth green. Below, so I am going to read you a description of these 4 personality types, and they can further be divided into introversion. So if you get blue or green, you are an introvert, and if you get red or yellow, you're an extrovert. So what colour are you? So basically this is the colour for you on a good day. This describes you on a good day, and it's the main personality traits that you have, but you can obviously switch around the colours as well. But this is like your dominant like personality characteristics, traits, etc. Okay, so there are 4 in this Insights Discovery thing. There is cool blue, and on a good day, cool blue is cautious, precise, deliberate, questioning, and formal. Then we have earth green. It's also in the introvert category. So earth green on a good day is caring, encouraging, sharing, patient, relaxed. Going over to the extroverted side, we have fiery red. Fiery red on a good day is competitive, demanding, determined, sunshine yellow, and on a good day, sunshine yellow is sociable, dynamic, demonstrative, enthusiastic, and persuasive. Okay, so now I'm going to read you some more kind of traits from each of these colours, and I would like you to tell me what colour you think is most dominant in you, and also what colour you would like to work on. And then also I'll tell you what colour is dominant in me as well, okay? So, some more traits for fiery red is they appear to be businesslike and functional. They want to be in control. Primary focus is on results. They like you to be brief. They fear losing control. They can be irritated by inefficiency and indecision. When they're put under pressure, they may dictate. And decisions are pragmatic. Okay, so that was fiery red. Is that your dominant side? Would you like to be more fiery red, perhaps? Okay, so sunshine yellow appears informal and outgoing, wants to be admired. Their primary focus is on interaction, and they want you to be engaging. They fear disapproval. They can be irritated by rules and routine. And when put under pressure, they may dramatize or overreact. And decisions are spontaneous. Earth green. They appear to be casual and conforming. They want to be liked. Their primary focus is on maintaining harmony. They like you to be pleasant. They fear confrontation. They can be irritated by insensitivity and impatience. Under pressure, they may feel overburdened, and decisions they make are considered. Okay? That was earth green. And last but not least, we have cool blue. Cool blue. They appear formal, conservative. They want to be correct. Their primary focus is on problem solving. They want you to be precise. They fear embarrassment. They can be irritated by carelessness and vagueness. Under pressure, the cool blue person may withdraw. And decisions are logical and deliberate. Okay, so have you decided what your dominant colour energy is? And I'll tell you mine now if you want. So I have more yellow in me, and after yellow I have green, and then blue, then red. So that's my colour energy mix. So more yellow and just like a tiny bit less green, and then hardly any blue, and then a little bit red. So how do you work with someone who has a particular colour energy. So, red, fiery red. So you need to have clear objectives in mind and be prepared to share them if you're working with a fiery red. Have a concise overview of the area of underperformance that needs addressing. And you need to keep it formal and business-like, okay? And to communicate with a fiery red, you need to get to the point without any waffling. Who likes waffle anyway? I don't like waffle. So you need to get to the point without waffling or trying to pad the bad news. Link performance to success criteria and emphasize what success would mean to them. So that's if you identify anyone around you in your workplace who has a fiery red personality, these are the methods to communicate with them to help you out. And I feel like, these things can give you better skills in communicating with different types of people. And this colour insights thing has really resonated with me, and I am using it quite a bit. I'm not trying to put people in boxes, but it does help you understand how some people work and how best to communicate with them, if that makes sense. Okay, so working with the yellow energy. Preparation. Allow plenty of time to talk things through. Have clear examples of the underperformance as evidence. Environment. Casual and informal, maybe out of the office, in a cafe or a coffee shop. That's when you're communicating with the yellow energy. Communication. Frame the issue within the wider picture and use stories to illustrate the underperformance. Acknowledge and praise areas where performance has been good. Watch out for blame being passed. Use humour. Okay, so I think this is in the context that if you have to talk about performance to one of the colours, and this is how to do that when you're preparing for a performance review meeting. Okay, so green. Don't expect buy-in to be complete after one meeting. Consider the impact on the wider team as a result of the underperformance. If possible, provide some information up front so that they have time to reflect on what you have to say before they respond. And where to do a performance review with the green energy. The environment. You want it to be relaxed and comfortable, if possible over coffee and not across a desk. Somewhere quiet and private is best. And how to communicate to the green energy. Take it slowly and allow time for a response. Frame the issue sensitively and avoid allocating blame. Stress the benefits to the team as a whole. And when you're doing a performance review with the blue energy, our logical brains, be well prepared and factual. They like the facts. Ensure that you have enough evidence to support your claims, and base these on logic and fact. Use actual examples to demonstrate the issues. Provide a written agenda with plenty of information before the meeting. And where should you do this with the cool blue energy? You want the environment to be formal and correct. Formal and correct. Demonstrating competence, orderliness, and professionalism. Somewhere quiet and private, away from prying eyes. And how to communicate the performance review with the cool blue. Present the facts in an orderly and timely manner. have the information written down for analysis later on. Allow for periods of silence and reflection. Okay, so now the fun part. The different colour energies under stress. However much we may try to adapt our behaviours to connect better with colleagues, other stress-inducing events are out of our control. Our colleagues, like us, can succumb to these pressures by behaving in unhelpful and at times inappropriate ways, okay, because we're only human. And by recognising what causes stress in each colour energy and what signals will be visible, you can implement solutions to minimise the disruptions. So if you can understand your colleague's colour energy or dominant colour, shall we say, you may be able to help them in a stressful situation because you know what will happen to them and what's happening inside them. You may be able to kind of like put out the fire, so to speak. So, what stresses the fiery red energy out? So the triggers are a lack of focus, indecisiveness, being out of control. And what does this look like? So the fiery red person becomes aggressive, impatient, irritable and demanding. And what is the remedy? Allow for fast action, take decisions or time out, put them in control. Okay? Right. What are the stress triggers of the sunshine yellow energy? Restriction on flexibility, no interaction or fun, personal rejection. And what does this look like? Over-responsive, appears opinionated and argumentative. And what is the remedy? Allow room for manoeuvre, save face and distract onto something different. And now we're going to the earth green energy. Okay, what stresses them out? So that's unfair or impersonal treatment, violation of values, interruptions of time pressures, stress signals. So what does this look like? What does the stress look like in the green earth energy? So they become silent, withdrawn or hurt, judgmental, impersonal, resistant, stubborn and overcautious. And what is the remedy? Okay, I'm going to get a bit closer because I'm whispering. The remedy is personal contact to restore trust, understanding, sincerity, and put the task aside for another day. Okay, and now we're doing the cool blue energy. What stresses the cool blue energy out? We have lack of information, structure and logic, poor quality work, time wasted, or a task is rushed. And what does this look like? It looks like, so they become questioning and deliberate. They nitpick. They become aloof, withdrawn and resentful. And what is the remedy? Get their feedback on the way forward, informational and emotional support, and go back and analyse more carefully. Okay, so there is a lot more to this. This is just one aspect of the insights discovery thing, but I just thought it was like a really cool thing, and I really enjoy learning about the different colour energies, because like if you're with a colleague and they know what their dominant colour is and it's like cool blue, I'll be like, oh okay, so I know the way you like to work. You want to be more logical, you need the facts. And it may just like help with conflict in an office environment, for example. And remember, we are all individuals as well. So, as I say, it's not about putting people in boxes. It's about understanding their preference for work. Okay, and that's, it's just an element of their personality. And yeah, Sunshine Yellow resonates with me a lot. My stress triggers here that are outlined: restriction on flexibility. I need flexibility. No interaction or fun. That's true. I need humour. I need fun. And personal rejection. And I think that's pretty accurate, to be honest. So, yeah. So how did that resonate with you? How did you find that? Let me know. And I hope you're relaxed. I hope you're looking after yourself. Becky Wando, you said you think you're between the yellow sunshine and green earth, but you can recognise yourself in the others. Yeah, as I say, you can recognise some, traits from all of the colour energies. But it's just determining which is your dominant one, if that makes sense. James says it resonates with you. Good evening, David. Yeah, there are other kind of sections. It then has like a breakdown of 8 types, and then it puts you in like a wheel of those types, and it pinpoints your colour energies and then puts you in one of 8 categories. And these categories are reformers, observers, coordinators, supporters, helpers, inspirers, motivators, and directors. And yeah, it's just a really cool tool. That you can play around with, especially if you're working in like the corporate environment or any environment really, because you've got to work with all types of different people, don't you? So yeah. So the 8 types here, there's a breakdown here. So a director, they're more extroverted in thinking, they're results focused, decisive and assertive. You've got the motivator, who are extroverted, intuition, drive, enthusiasm and positive thinking. You've got inspirers, who are extroverted and feeling, persuasive, creative and people skills. And you've got the helpers, who are introverted and intuition with extroverted sensing, flexible and helps others, shared ideas. So it kind of ties into the 16 personalities test, if you've ever done that. You've got the supporters, who are introverted and feeling, they listen, they're loyal, and they like a team approach to things. Coordinators, who are introverted, sensing, they like planning, organising and time management. You've got observers, who are introverted, thinking, they set standards, product knowledge and analysis. And the reformers, extroverted and sensing with introverted intuition, determination, mentoring, performance, discipline. Okay, so also if anyone has ever done the Insights Discovery, let me know if it resonated with you. And yeah, okay. Yeah. It says here also, on a bad day, here are how the colour energies behave. Okay, so on a bad day, a cool blue person can be stuffy, indecisive, suspicious, cold and reserved. On a bad day, the fiery red person may be aggressive, controlling, driving, overbearing and intolerant. On a bad day, the green person could be docile, bland, plodding, reliant and stubborn. And on a bad day, the sunshine yellow person may be too excitable, frantic, indiscreet, flamboyant and hasty. I really do see myself now as the sunshine yellow. On my bad days, I too can get too excitable and lose focus. I can become very frantic and hyper. Sometimes I can be quite indiscreet, yeah. Flamboyant is such a funny word, but is that a bad thing? And hasty, absolutely. I can be very hasty on a bad day. So yeah, that resonates with me over all the other colours on a bad day. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here today. I really hope that you're looking after yourself. Please do relax. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I was looking at the analytics the other day and I see that 30% of the people who watch my videos still haven't subscribed, so if you fancy it, please do. But more importantly, I really hope you're well. I'm trying to send some of this positive sunshine yellow colour energy to you through the screen, through the screen, through the screen. Sorry I haven't been too interactive on this one. I really wanted it to be more like of a flowing video for you to relax to, and I hope I achieved that.